The Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, there's a lot going on with this franchise right now, but that just means it's very fantastic time to rebuild this team. So naturally, we're going to be rebuilding them over 5 seasons to see if we can win them at least one championship. So this team right now, as it is, Ben Simmons is getting traded. Tobias Harris is borderline getting traded. We might run one more season with him, and if that doesn't work, then we might be trading him. Drummond's probably going to get traded as well. Seth Curry might stay. Danny Green's gone. So basically, we're looking to hopefully get the younger guys in and doing really, really well. But yeah, Ben Simmons is definitely getting traded, mate. And you know what? It's gotten to the point with the Philadelphia 76ers that if they can get someone like a Pascal Siakam for return of Ben Simmons, they will. I'm sure that the Sixers would want like a first-round pick from Toronto as well, but I just don't think Toronto will say yes. This is probably one of the better trade packages that you can probably get for Ben Simmons nowadays. So we brought in Pascal Siakam, which means Tobias can play either 3 or get traded. We will look to see what we can get for Tobias with Andre Drummond. If we can get ourselves a starting point guard that we could potentially use, that would be ideal. Bring Markelle Fultz back to Philadelphia with Jonathan Isaac. Colin Sexton could be alright. You know what? I'm actually going to try and get Darius Garland. If I can get Darius Garland over Sexton, for Colin Sexton, I'll give you our first round pick this year and 3 seconds. Doesn't work. We're going to have to give up at least one more first round pick, apparently. By the way, we're just trying to send Andre Drummond back to Cleveland. There we go. The Cavs have accepted that deal. We've now got ourselves Darius Garland as a point guard. We do have Tyrese Maxey coming through, but I'm pretty sure Tyrese can play the 2. We should be alright there. The defense on this team is going to be appalling, but we'll run it. We'll run it. We also still have Kevin Love, so if we can trade Kevin Love and say like a Danny Green, maybe we can get ourselves a decent young small forward as well, because we just don't need Kevin Love, let's be honest. What about like Charles Bassey? Does he have any trade value? 1.5 stars. We need ourselves a shooting guard small forward, you know. Kyle Kuzma is not bad. Would prefer someone who can play a decent bit of defense, but you know what? I'll take Buddy Hield. We're giving up a first, but I will take Buddy Hield. At the 3 position, he's going to be a little bit undersized, but he adds shooting. Yes, less defense, but he does add shooting to this team. And if I do this, start Buddy Hield and start Seth Curry, we should be okay for this team. We still have Tristan Thompson, Milton, and Maxey off the bench, so we should be alright here. Curious to know if this actually works. We'll find out in a bit, won't we? Embiid, Siakam, and Garland, scoring options. And the 76ers are projected 4 seed. I'm not going to lie to you, with these changes, I'm pretty sure we're going to be like the 8th seed. That's my 2K luck this year. We only had the one All-Star this year, Joel Embiid. Welcome back to the All-Star team, brother. James Harden wins MVP for this first season. He also averaged 1.2 blocks a game. How's he done that then? Andre Drummond, once we traded him, wins 6-man. Giannis defensive, Precious Achiuwa most improved, Steve Nash coach, and Cody Toole executive. We do get Embiid All-NBA second team, but that is it. And we managed to scrape through as a 6th seed. So we're not in the play-ins. We're guaranteed a playoff spot. Siakam averaged 20.6, 8, and 4, but he wasn't an all-star. Okay, makes sense. And then we had Embiid, you know, 23, 10, and 15. Holy cow. Garland dropped 18 and 6.5, and then Hield also dropped 12, which is what we like to see. So I don't have big hopes right now because we are going up against the Celtics. I don't know if they've made changes. No, they have not. They're starting out Horford. But game 1 is an L. Game 2's an L. Game 3's a W. Game 4's a W. Game 5's an L. Game 6 is an L. So yeah. Season number 1 is an L. We lose in the first round, like usual. The Celtics go on to win the championship. Tatum wins finals MVP. Let's start making this team beastly, shall we? Do you reckon we have the assets to trade up to the first overall pick? I don't think so. Maybe if we can move to 3, we could. I give up Buddy Hield and Seth Curry. You give me Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Which, considering we have no first round picks either. I can move to 24 for Georges Niang in a second. So we'll move up to 24. And we will take a small forward shooting guard or a small forward power. We'll take a small forward shooting guard at 6'8". Paolo, Chet, Hardy, Watson, and Nozga go top 5. And we pick up a 73 rated Julian Champagne. Garland, yes, come back. Shake, Maxey, Tybalt, Paul Reed. I don't really care about, neither with Isaiah Joe. And yeah, there's no way we have cap space for this team, do we? We have to free up 50 million to even make something happen here. Don't think that's going to work for us. Well, if we trade Seth Korkmaz, that's 13. Put 13 onto Buddy. Yeah, no, it's not 50. We need to free up 50 mil. I don't think that's possible. So if I do use Buddy and Seth, could I maybe get a better starting shooting guard or small forward? We could go Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is definitely an asset that we can pick up, flip. So like we take Drew Holiday, pair him with Jaden Springer. Yeah, we don't need him. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Brandon Ingram, he spaces the floor. Not exactly great on defense, but he spaces the floor. He can play make a bit. Or Josh Giddey. I know he's got to progress very nicely. You know what? We should just embrace the youngness, shouldn't we? We should just embrace the youngness. The best that we're getting offered up right now is either CJ or D'Angelo or even Brandon Ingram. But I'm going to get Josh Giddey. I'm going to get my man Josh Giddey. He could be our starting 2 guard. Or even our starting 3 guard. And then start Tyrese Maxey at the 2. Okay, yeah, we could probably do that. He does go up at the small forward. So yeah, Josh Giddey's going to be our starting 3, boys. And we do have a little bit of salary that we could play with here now. Which we could go a backup point guard. We're good at small forward. We could go a backup big. We definitely need big. So if we can bring in like an experienced big man at power forward or center position, such as Bobby Portis, you know what? If we could bring in Bobby for like 3 years, that's a good signing for us, I reckon. Plus also bring in Frank Kaminsky for the mid-level exception. Yeah. We should be okay now. If we pick up Alfred Payton, Ish Smith, and Wayne Ellington, I'm sure we could trade for someone decent now. So if we go Wayno, and we don't need Korkmaz. So if we go Wayno and Korkmaz, could we get ourselves a backup point guard? That's what we're looking for. Monte Morris is decent at a backup point guard. Do need a bit more of a defensive-oriented backup point, though, considering how poor our starters are at defense. So we just pick up Alex Caruso as a backup point guard. Right, we do that. That gives us a better defensive-minded point guard backup. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got a team, boys. So Darius Garland's gone up 3 overalls. Josh Giddey went up 6, which is fantastic. Tyrese went up 2, sorry, should I say. But besides from that, we got Ish Smith and Javonte Green going down overalls. But they weren't going to get minutes anyway, so we should be all right. So we're going to be running a Garland, Maxey, Giddey, Siakam, and Embiid starting 5 this year. Portis, Caruso, Milton, Tybal, and Kaminsky off the bench. Embiid, Giddey, and Garland as our 3 scoring options. As you can tell, we're trying to progress Giddey and Garland as much as we can, and I'm not sure about what system we're using here. We're running a 7-second system, and this year we're the projected one seed. How the hell are we projected 1? Okay, sure, 2K. I'm sure we're going to be like the 7th seed. Embiid is our only all-star again. Thanks, 2K. Yep, cool. Hello, Giannis, mate. He's winning MVP this year. Chet Holmgren, rookie of the... Tobias Harris, 6th man. Who's he backing up, bro? Honestly, I don't care. Giannis. Dylan Windler, most improved. Okay. Logan Schmidt refuses to look at the camera. Embiid, All-NBA 3rd team. He's our only All-NBA performer. And we finished as a 3 seed this year. Not the 6th seed, the 3 seed. Where do we go? We went 49 and 33, and we're the 3 seed. Right. Embiid, 23, 12, and 5. Garland, 18, 1.6, 6.8. And then Giddey dropped 16, 8, and 5. Siakam, Maxey, Portis. We had a decent team, you know. We didn't have the worst team. I'm curious to see how our team did in regular stats. Offensively, we weren't a great scoring team. We were the middle of the pack. Our defense was above average. We were the 2nd best defense. And our differential was the 5th best in the NBA. So our defense is what we prided ourselves on. We now have the Chicago Bulls in the 1st round of the playoffs. They still have Lonzo Levine, DeMar, Vucevic, and Pat Will. So hopefully this means that we can win this series. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we win game 4. All right, we sweep past the Chicago Bulls in the 1st round. And guess what we have? We have the defending MVP in Giannis Antetokounmpo's team. The Giannis Bucks. Basically, let's just say that. Let's just call them the Giannis Bucks. We're going to get bounced 2nd round, aren't we? Game 1's an L. Game 2's a W. Game 3's an L. Game 4's a W. Game 5's an L. We lose in 6 games to the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks, 2K. Pels are the champs. Zion MVP. Let's move on to season number 3. Defensive god Patrick Beverley retired on the Clippers. Giddey and Maxey, yes sir. You both can come back onto the team. I might have to trade Tyrese Maxey, you know. I might have to. Darius Garland, yes sir. You are going to be our starting point guard, my guy. So yeah, come onto the team. Matisse Thybulle, I am willing to pay you 3 years, $5 million, and Shake Milton, 3 years, 6.5. I'm fine with that as well. Javonte Green, mate, you're not a big part of this rotation. I'm not going to lie to you. Not needed on this team. Do I trade Siakam and Caruso? Caruso's a good backup. Do I trade Siakam and Kaminsky, try free up some cap, and try and get ourselves Andrew Wiggins? You know what? Straight up, I'm just going to get CJ and a 1st from Portland. I'm just going to do that real quick. Then go CJ for a 1st and Chris Duvet from the Pacers. That could work for me. 23 million, and we could try and get Jokic. Play Jokic at the 4. Okay. Means we have to say goodbye to this guy who's making $4 million for hopefully a 1st. Thank you. A 1st and a 2nd from the Spurs. That's what we need, bro. Then we do the same with Julian Champagne, who we're not using at all. 2 firsts from the the Cavs. I'll take that, Cleveland. $16 million we need to free up, which is basically Alex Caruso and Bobby Portis. This is for Nikola Jokic. We're trading Tyrese Maxey for Jokic, bro. Why am I even thinking about this? This is for Jokic. We need to free up a little bit more money. Few offers. Nuggets want him for 4 years, $151 million. I think I can top that, you know. Isaiah Todd, mate. You're cramping my style. Could you just get me 2 seconds? Thanks, mate. Jokic, 4 years, player option, no trade clause. Want to come to Philly? Fuck. No, he doesn't. So instead, how about we go Andrew Wiggins instead? Or do we go Vucevic and then trade Vooch? You know what? That could also work as well. If we just pick up Nikola Vucevic and then just trade him away. We do get Vooch, and Jokic went back to Denver. And now we have Nikola Vucevic. If we use him with no one, because I want these guys off my bench. If we do use him in a trade, he's got 3.5 stars. We could bring in a Zach LaVine type player, which is handy. You know what? Zach LaVine's the best player we are actually getting offered up. So yeah, I'll take Zach. So we've got a starting point guard and a backup point guard. We got a starting shooting guard, a backup shooting guard. We got 2 small forwards. We just need a starting power forward. I forgot we needed a starting power forward. Danilo Gallinari, who's actually going to have the most trade value. You know what? I think Campazzo's going to have the most trade value. So if we just pay him the bag and use him in a trade with someone, maybe. We need to trade up for a starting power forward. Draymond Green's making the money for it. Let's be honest. Is he worth a starting position for me? No. So if we trade him with KCP, starting power forward, come on. Gordon Hayward, I think, is an option. Hayward and Campazzo can get me Pascal Siakam and Frank Kaminsky back. I think that fills out a roster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we've got a roster, boys. Alex Caruso's gone down 3 overall, so maybe we should have traded him. Season number 4, I think this is. Oh no, this is season number 3. We have a lot more time than I thought. So if I do go Kaminsky and Caruso, could we maybe get ourselves a better backup point, please? TJ McConnell, maybe. This Pacers pick has 3 stars. And we could get Terry Rozier for off the bench. Or DeJounte Murray. That's definitely, probably even play him at the 2, to be fair. We also get Covington in that deal. Yeah, you know what? I think this is probably the best trade we're going to get offered up. Yes, we lose a pretty valuable first-round pick, but we're trying to win right now, mate. We're trying to win right now as we've gone, like, young. We don't have anyone over 30 on this team. We've got Josh Giddey as a 21-year-old as our starting small forward, mate. Then if we use Covington with Hood, maybe we can get ourselves something quite decent, like a Kendrick Nunn off the bench. That works for me, mate. Actually, looking at it, I forgot we had Zach LaVine. So DeJounte Murray will be coming off the bench. Do we want that? DeJounte's literally got 1 year left on his deal. So maybe not. Maybe we trade DeJounte with K Nunn, bring in Scotty Barnes. We could actually trade for Kyrie Irving, give up DeJounte Siakam and a first-round pick for Kyrie, mate. Could do that, or we could bring in Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold off on making trades until halfway through the season, so see you then. Embiid All-Star for the 7th time in his career. Again, only All-Star that we have, though. I'm going to trade DeJounte K Nunn for John Collins, mate. And then move Siakam with this guy for hopefully a backup point guard. Or for Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood. Those are decent backups. Which means we now have a Garland, LaVine, Giddey, Collins, Embiid, Wood, Porter Jr., Milton, and Thibault rotation. Okay, we can make that work. Embiid, LaVine, and Garland are going to be our scoring options. Hopefully we do alright. We're currently 6th. If we can boost up to 3 or 4, that'd be great. Joel Embiid wins MVP. 25, 13, and 5. That's pretty decent, bro. Tobias again, 6th man. I don't get it. So, Embiid, All-NBA first team. And yeah, we've managed to boost our way up to the 3 seed in the Eastern Conference, which is handy dandy. With a 51 and 31 record, let's be honest. So LaVine ended up dropping 20 a game, Garland 18, Collins 15, 13 for Wood, 12, well 13 for Kevin Porter, 13 for Giddey. So we did have a pretty decent rotation stats-wise. Let's check out the team though. Offensively, we're the 2nd highest scoring team in the league, and we're the 5th best defense, which means we're the best differential. We're one of the best teams in the NBA. Sadly, we're the 3 seed in the East. We've got the Knicks in the first round, who still have Randall. Game 1 is an L. Game 2 is a W. Game 3 is a W. Game 4 is a W. And Game 5 is a W. So besides from that first one, easy series. We've got the Boston Celtics again in the 2nd round of the playoffs, who again haven't really changed their team. They're starting Robert Williams. Game 1 is an L. Game 2 is a W. Game 3 is a W. Game 4 is a W. Game 5 is a W. We're through to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we're taking on the 4th seeded Brooklyn Nets, who still have Harden, Irving, and Durant. Joe Harris. They're now starting Nick Claxton, which I like a lot. So game 1 is a W. Game 2, L. Game 3 is an L. Game 4 is an L. Game 5 is an L. So at the moment, we've currently gone losing first round, losing second round, losing Eastern Conference Finals. So it only makes sense that we lose in the finals, then win the finals. That's all 5 seeds. The Thunder are the champions. Shai Gilgeous finals MVP. My boy Patty Mills went back to Portland and retired. Okay, fair enough. We would have the 2nd overall overall pick with that Indiana Pacers pick, by the way. We could trade Christian Wood in the 20th pick for the 10th overall pick and Duncan Robinson. As you can tell, I made that trade. And then once you move Duncan to the small forward, you could trade him for 2 first-round picks, bro. With this 10th overall pick, I am going to take a big in Wesley Bledsoe. We need a big man. Mikey Williams went 7th to the Raptors, and then Bronny went 9 to the Thunder. Josh Giddey, yep, you're coming back on the team, mate. I think we have a few free agents as well, by the way. Yeah, we got Garland and Tybal. Garland, yeah, you can have a 5-year, $29 million contract, and then Tybal can have a 3-year, $4 million. We could trade Levine, Bledsoe, KPJ for Donovan Mitchell as a starting shooting guard. Bit better defensively. And Rudy Gobert. We've done that trade, mate. We've done that trade. And then if we can use Gobert and say like a David Nwaba, get ourselves a backup point or something. You know what? We'll make that trade after player progression, to be fair. Gobert's gone down 1 overall, so yeah, we better trade him quick. Same with Embiid. He's gone down 1 overall. Shit. All right, we'll trade Gobert for Mikal Bridges and Oladipo. And then hopefully Oladipo and Nwaba can get us a backup 1, please. Dennis Schroeder works for me. So we now have a Garland, Mitchell, Giddey, Collins, and Embiid starting 5 with Bridges, Schroeder, Milton, and Tybal off the bench. We don't have a center off the bench, by the way. Do we have to say goodbye to Matisse? I don't want to, but I might have to, because I prefer Mikal Bridges over Matisse anyway. So if I go Matisse and Dean Wade, maybe a backup center can come up and we use that. We could just go Kevin Love. He's a center power forward. We'll go K-Love. Try and get Kevin Love another ring, shall we? So yeah, off this bench we have Bridges, Schroeder, Love, and Milton. Okay. I am going to go Embiid, Mitchell, and Garland as our 3 scoring options this year. We have 4.5 stars with a 7-second system, so we're definitely using that. And once again, with a projected 1 seed, let's hope we can actually live up to that this year. Embiid is literally our only all-star. LaMelo, well done, son. You've won an MVP. Giannis, what's up, mate? Embiid, All-NBA second team. Damn, we finished as a 4 seed this year. We're either the 6 seed, 3 seed, or 4 seed. That's all we are. We have 54 and 28 record. Is it even worth looking at this? You know what, stuff it. We'll look at the stats. 24, 13. Donovan Mitchell averaged 24 and 6 and 4. Garland 22 and 8, and then Collins dropped 13, 7 and 2. Not bad. Josh Giddey might be getting traded, boys. Not gonna lie. But we do have the Charlotte Hornets in the first round with MVP LaMelo Ball. They've added Mitchell Robinson and Jeremy Grant to their team, which I don't mind, to be fair. But surely we have enough firepower to beat the Hornets, right? Game 1 is a W. Game 2 is a W. Game 3 is a W. And Game 4 is a W. So yeah, we were just a pretty good 4th seed. We're now taking on the 1 seed at Orlando Magic, who have Suggs, Holmgren, and Gobert. Franz Wagner. Okay, yeah, they have a pretty good team. Game 1's an L. Game 2's a dub. Game 3's a W. Game 4's a W. Game 5's an L. Game 6 is an L. We've got a Game 7, boys. This is just to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And if we win this, we are through the Eastern Conference Finals. We still have to win this, though. And it looks alright, you know. We're up by about 20. We're good. We ended up winning by about 30. We now got 3-seeded Cavs, who have Karis LeVert, LeBron. LeBron went back to Cleveland. Okay, yep. Jared Allen, Evan Mobley. Okay, cool. Game 1's an L. Oh, a W, sorry. Game 2's a W. Game 3's a W. What can I say? We sweep these things. We're taking on the 6-seeded Grizzlies. We sweep. We're taking on Jaren Jackson, John Morant, Max Christie, Dylan Brooks, and Naz Reid. I think we have a better team, but it is 2K. So we lose game 1, and then we lose game 2, and then we win game 3, we lose game 4. Okay, we're down 3-1 in the NBA Finals. Thanks, 2K. We're losing to John Morant. You know what? I'm not mad about that. I like John Morant. Holy cow, is this close. Please tell me we can stop this run. We're up by 5 points with 3 minutes. With 2 minutes, we're up by 6, should I say. We're up by 7 with 37 to go. We've won it. We've forced a game 6 that's an L. I think we've lost in the finals, boys, which I did tell you was going to happen. I did tell you we were going to lose in the finals. Grizzlies are the champions. Jaren Jackson, finals MVP. I think this is going into the last season. I'm pretty sure this is going into the last season. We actually have the 9th best odds to get the first overall pick. We ended up losing that pick because I think it was lottery protected. Right. We've literally got 3 people signed to this team right now. Let's just have a look. What can we get? Anything crazy? Trae Young is a lower overall. Never mind. NBA draft time. I don't know who we're even going to get. I don't care, to be fair. We need a trade to win a championship this year. We got Donnell Chapman. Okay. Donovan's declined. John Collins declined. Mikal Bridges accepted. But we got quite a few players we do need to re-sign this year. Hopefully we can re-sign them all. So we got Donovan, Giddey, Collins, Schroeder. But Donovan Mitchell is probably one of the best options to go here. Then Josh Giddey is the 2nd most important. And then Collins is the 3rd most important. Only because those 3 are my starters. Then D. Schroeder. Yeah, we'll offer you 4 years, 11 mil a season. And I hate to break it to you guys, I'm trading Josh Giddey. He does have a no trade clause, so that could make it quite difficult. Yeah, he has a no trade clause, so maybe we're not trading Josh Giddey. We need a big. Jacob Poeltl, you're a big man. I think this is the last season, so we're going all in, boys. Why is Anthony Davis a 90 overall? By the way, Giannis is on the Jazz now. We could trade for Sabonis. I suppose if we do that, then Sabonis with John Collins might be able to get me something. Sabonis and Milton can get me De'Aaron Fox, and then De'Aaron Fox with Josh Giddey could get me Kyrie Irving or Anthony Edwards. Ooh, Anthony Edwards might be a shout. You know what? We got to risk stuff. You got to take risks to win a championship here. And then Edwards and Collins. Okay, maybe we don't get rid of Anthony Edwards. Maybe we have Anthony as our starting small forward. Go Collins and Maxey. Try and get ourselves a power forward. We can go Siakam and Allen. Bring Pascal to the team again. We did it too, didn't we? Yep. Then Allen with Mitchell. Maybe a starting shooting guard wants to come up. No. Okay, we'll hold on to Donovan Mitchell then. Poeltl and Allen then. They can get us Julius Randle. Yep, I don't mind that. Siakam and Randle together. You know what? I'm okay with just starting Julius Randle. I'm okay with that. Sometimes I've just got to take a step back. I'm okay with starting Julius Randle. Which means we have a starting center, small forward, point guard, shooting guard, power forward. That's our starting five of Embiid, Edwards, Garland, Mitchell, and Randle. That's our starting five. We now just need to back up positions, which if we use Siakam correctly, we should be able to fill out a couple of places here. Jaden Hardy as a backup shooting guard. I'm fine with that, bro. Norman Powell for Duncan Robinson. That's the best trade we're going to be getting. That's the only trade we're going to be getting, to be fair. Dunk with Jordan McLaughlin can get us Jeremy, however you want to pronounce it. Then we got Grant Toscano chucking a first-round pick. Maybe something crazy could get offered up here. Emmanuel, we got a shooting guard, bro. We need Christian Wood can be a backup center for us. We got Bertans and Stanley Johnson. We chuck in a first-round pick because trust, we don't need these first-round picks anymore. This is the last season. We can take Noah Vonleh and Najee Marshall. It's not great, but we can use it. Tice with Luazza. I don't know how to pronounce his name, bro. Fuck it. We'll take Jahlil Okafor. We need a small forward and a power forward. We can take Utah. Utah could work. Once again, we've still got plenty of first-round picks to use. Milo Saric. Hopefully, you can trade for someone, mate, because Saric, Eubanks, and a first get us a small forward and a power forward together. That'd be great. Never mind. Only Anthony Outlaw. I like his name. Anthony Outlaw. Garland, Mitchell, Edwards, Randle, Embiid. Starting five. We have Hardy, Wood, Outlaw, Davis off the bench. We've got Embiid, Mitchell, and Edwards as our three scoring options. And this year, we're the projected 2 seed. Hopefully, we can do better. All-star Joel Embiid's back to being a starter. And once again, like this entire video, our only all-star. Shai Gilgeous won MVP. That's cool. I don't think I've seen that before. Nikola Jokic's cousin, wins 6-man. Giannis DPOY. I think that's our coach. Not sure. We didn't even have an All-NBA performer, mate. And we finished as the 1 seed. Holy shit. We went 60 and 22 without an All-NBA performer. Edwards 22.2, 5 and 4. Donovan dropped 20. Embiid dropped 20 and 10. Garland dropped 16 and 10. Hardy dropped 13 and 3 and 3. So we had a good team. Let's just be honest here. Good team. Simulate play-ins. We got Charlotte again in the first round of the playoffs. Still have LaMelo quickly, Robinson, and Jalen Johnson. Okay, let's just sim round, see what's happening. Oh my god, we're down 3-1. Fuck off. Hopefully you guys had a good video. I'm gonna go cry in the corner now. Catch you in the next one. Subscribe.